Hello, everyone, and welcome to this audio podcast. Excuse me, this audio podcast, this final audio podcast is part of this Storm Robotics article. This audio podcast as part of a Storm and a Blasto. This audio podcast as part of a breakout edition, and this audio podcast as part of a Storm Robotics production. Today, looking at some of the citational references Huntington's original works. The original works, just to inform again, listeners and viewers, is that this this original works so was originally developed in around 2000 in around 2006 and the in more more recent literature. There's more recent literature in around Huntington's, and some of the citations and references are as follows. Works by Park and Caldwell. Park and Caldwell look at disruptions in the circadian timing system contribute to the timing system contribute to autonomic dysfunction in Huntington's. Do disruptions in the circadian timing system contribute to autonomic dysfunction in Huntington's disease, and published in the Yale Journal of Biology and Medicine in around 2019. Works by Anderson and team look at Huntington's disease like 2, and works published by Anderson and team in around 2000 in around sorry in around 2019, but 2019, and look at sort of a retrospective between 1993 and to up to 2000, and up to the up to the mid 2000s, and then and then works by Bragg and team look at Huntington's loss in hepatocytes. Huntington's loss in hepatocytes is associated with altered metabolism, adhesion, and liver zonation, and published in Life Science Alliance in around 2023. And then works by Garcia and team that look at Huntington's disease patient derived astrocytes. Astrocytes display electrophysical impairments and reduced neuronal support, and published published in Frontier Neuroscience, in around 2000, work published in around 2019. To iterate here as part of this audio podcast, also listeners and viewers, is that um, the Huntington's condition. There are textbooks and sort of underlying clinical texts which can be used to identify sort of the underlying sort of aspects around Huntington's, and so listeners and viewers are welcome to look out for the underlying context in sort of text in our textbooks, and then our more and then are sort of encouraged to check out the literature in amongst works in amongst published works through databases through online databases. That draws this audio podcast to a close. This audio podcast as part of a Ztorm Robotics article. This audio podcast as part of a Ztorm and Blasto. This audio podcast as part of a breakout edition. And this audio podcast as part of a Ztorm Robotics production.